Over the coming days and weeks, you're going to take 4 short quizzes about your learning on permutations. These won't take very long, and today we're going to take quiz 1. When I've finished reading these instructions, pause the video and get yourselves set up ready to take the quiz. There are no calculators allowed with this quiz, so put them away. You will only need a pen or a pencil to take the quiz. Hand out the answer sheets after you've paused the video. Students will need 1 sheet each. When you get your sheet, write your name at the top of it. The quiz must be taken in silence. Do not communicate with other students and stay in silence until your teacher tells you can talk. You will get 1 minute per question, and there are 4 questions in the quiz. After the quiz, your teacher will collect in your answer sheet, and then you will be given the answers and also some feedback so you can learn from it. Pause the video now, get the class set up, ready to take the quiz, and when you're silent, press play to start. Question 1. How many different ways can the letters B, 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 C, C be arranged? You have 1 minute to answer this question. Question 2. How many different ways can the letters E, 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 F, F, G be arranged? You have 1 minute to answer this question. Question 3. How many different ways can the letters T, 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 U, 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 V be arranged? You have 1 minute to answer this question. Finally, question 4. How many different ways can the letters YY, ZZ, ZZZ be arranged? You have 1 minute to answer this question. Now think about this question. If you took a test like this one on this topic in 30 days' time, how many questions out of 4 do you think you would get correct? Write 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4 in the box at the bottom left-hand side of your answer sheet. Students, please remain in silence until all the answer sheets are collected in. Teachers, as you collect in the answer sheets, can you please check that every student has written their name on the top? Also, can you please check that every student has written a single number 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4 in the prediction box at the bottom of the page. Pause the video now, collect in the answer sheets, then press play to give students the answers and feedback. Okay, now let's have a look at the answers to the 4 questions so you can see how you did and also so you can learn from your mistakes and do even better next time. In question 1 there were 5 letters, so you do 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the numerator. The letter B repeats 3 times, so you put 3 times 2 times 1 in the denominator, and the C repeats twice, so you put 2 times 1 in the denominator for that. As you can see, there's a 3 times 2 times 1 in both the numerator and denominator, so they cancel each other out. That leaves you 5 times 4 over 2 times 1, so that's 20 divided by 2 gives you 10 different permutations for those letters. With question 2, there were 6 letters, so you do a 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the numerator. The E repeats 3 times, so you put 3 times 2 times 1 in the denominator, and the F repeats twice, so that has a 2 times 1. You can see that there's a 3 times 2 times 1 in both the numerator and denominator, so they cancel out, leaving you 6 times 5 times 4 in the numerator, which is 120, divided by 2, which leaves you 60. There were 60 permutations for those combinations of letters. On question 3, there were 7 letters, so there's 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the numerator. The T repeats 3 times, and the U repeats 3 times, so there's 3 times 2 times 1 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the denominator. 3 times 2 times 1 cancels out in both the numerator and denominator, and then the other 3 times 2 times 1 in the denominator, well, that equals 6. So you can cancel that with the 6 in the numerator, leaving you 7 times 5 times 4, which altogether gives you 140 different permutations for that combination of letters. Finally, on question 4, there were 7 letters again, so 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the numerator. The y repeats twice, so there's a 2 times 1, and the z repeats 5 times, so there's a 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 in the denominator as well. The 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 can cancel in both the numerator and denominator, leaving you 7 times 6 over 2 times 1. That's 42 divided by 2, which gives you 21 different permutations.